Hello everyone, it is Brandon from the Fly Shop, and if you're watching this, you've recently purchased one of our interior stillwater fly tying starter kits. So congratulations on that and welcome to fly tying. Yes, it can be a little intimidating to start, but hopefully the kit as well as these videos will make it a little easier for you. So in this series, you're going to have 6 videos covering half of the bugs you're able to tie with the kit. You'll learn all the skills needed in these 6 videos to not only tie the remaining 6 bugs in the kit, but to also tie all kinds of stillwater bugs as you move forward in your tying progression. If you feel confident after tying these 12, head over to the Fly Guys channel. I have tons of videos that have been put up over there, and you can have all kinds of patterns to help you succeed out on the water. So without further ado, let's head over to the vise and let's spin up some bugs. Okay, let's tie a wired bloodworm. So this one will give you some good practice on thread wraps and as well as wire wraps. So basically I've got one of the scud hooks in the vise with a black bead, and then I've got the black thread. And so as with all patterns, we're going to start out tying in our thread. This one I'm going to take right to the back of the hook, and then I'll just trim out that tag. Now the key to this pattern is keeping this body super smooth. Bloodworms don't have a taper like chironomids do, so we don't need to build up that taper, but we want to keep this nice and flat. And remember to continually spin that bobbin to keep that thread flattened out. And the reason for that is because we're going to wrap this wire up the entire body. And so I'm just going to again tuck it right in behind the bead here, and then hold it just on the side of the shank as I come back, keeping it nice and flat and nice and even. So same thing, we've got our 45 here, so we're going to keep our size consistency right. So basically every time I go down or come up, I'm going to spin my bobbin, and you can see that flat thread is laying nice and flat with each wrap. So once I've got that wire tied in, now you're going to start to wrap it. So wrap whatever way is most comfortable for you, and all I'm trying to do is lay this wire right next to the piece that I've just laid down. So we want these turns touching each other, and every so often, if you just give it a bump with your fingernail, you will push together anything that is separating a little bit. And so we're just going to wrap this all the way up. This looks like a super simple pattern, and it is, but it actually fishes very well. It has added weight from all the wire we wrap on it, and keeping bloodworms down in the zone near the bottom is super important. So I'll just continue to take my time with these wraps. If it's not perfect, don't worry about it, but just do the best you can to create a super little segmented red body. All the way up the shank. And then once we get up to behind the bead, come in, tie that off, lash it down with a good couple of wraps, just like so. Spin out your wire. We don't really have to worry about building a thorax or anything. We're just going to have this black bead doing its thing. Throw in a whip finish, trim it out, and that's it. So super neat little pattern, pretty simple, but that thing will catch you a fair amount of fish when fish are on bloodworms. So that is the wired bloodworm.